the conference call.
Oh, I'd like to introduce this one, Iggy.
Sure.
Usually they play Sunday games. That's usual, and then there's a Monday media conference. Now, I covered 40 years of those.
Mhm.
The Monday day after conference is very important because the coach has had a night to think about it, and he's watched the film.
Mhm.
So they're much better able to express what happened on Monday than they are on Sunday right after the game. Traditionally, in fact, all the time when I worked for newspapers, the Monday press conference was at the 49ers facility.
Mhm.
It was in,
After home games.
oh no, after road games too.
Yeah, that's true. That is
They
true.
would come in,
That is true.
Harbaugh would be there the next morning.
That is true. Yeah. And that's why you had to take the flight back. That's why you had to take the flight back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Or if you didn't get the flight back, they'd send somebody else.
That is true. You're right.
You know, like,
Yeah.
for example, if Eric Branch couldn't make it, Ron Kroichek from the Chronicle would be there. You would see Ron.
Yeah. That's
These
true.
were in
You're right.
person. Now, so, but this wasn't even a road game. This was, he went home, he went to sleep.
Yeah.
Shanahan, he got up, he looked at the film, and he's sitting there. You know, he's
Mhm.
sitting there. All of a sudden, Iggy tells me, I said, are you going down to Santa Clara today? I said, no, it's a conference call, not even a video call, a conference call. And I don't, and so look, forget what Iggy for a moment. I am deeply offended by that. I mean, it was nothing to Shanahan. He would walk over to the auditorium. How hard is that? What is it, 40 yards? And all the writers would have to get off their tuchus, get in the car. Maddie would have to come from Lafayette. You'd have to come from Oakland. And you know, Cam would have to come from Contra Costa. And people would come. And Tim Kawakami would go, and all that guy, Annie might go. So it was nothing to him. Why would you change that? And all of a sudden you're talking on the phone. When you're talking on the phone, first of all, you can't ask a follow-up question. But here's the really bad thing. You can't look in Shanahan's eye.
No.
Whenever I'm interviewing someone or asking questions, I don't want to just hear the voice. I want him to look me in the eye, and I want to look in his eye. I want him to know that I'm serious. I want to see his body language, and can he face me? I would ask questions like, what happened with your running game? Can you face me? What happened with your cornerbacks? Can you face me? So what I want to say about him doing a call when everybody could have driven down, it's weak. It's a weak way out. It's avoiding. It's avoiding responsibility. You were not put out. You were down there. Iggy had a schlep from Oakland and would have been happy to do it. I don't like it. I don't like this. Again, I've talked, Iggy. I don't know Shanahan. He may be a lovely person. I don't like the way he comports himself as the head coach. Bill Walsh got his ass in there. Harbaugh got his ass in there. Mariucci got his ass in there. Seifert got his ass in there. What is with this guy?
That's why I gave him a C minus, Dad. I think that's why I gave him a C minus. I think as a head coach, this is year 5 of him. And you may think he does certain things well here and there, but overwhelmingly, he's like, you know, not a head coach. He is like the scraping by as a head coach. A lot of other guys with this record wouldn't have made it this far.
Okay. And again, I know some people out there are thinking, Lowell's a schmuck. Who cares if they talk on the phone? Who cares about the media? Who cares if they sit in the same room and breathe the same air and look at each other? As a serious...
No, I think any adult here can agree, even non-adults can agree that's a weak move, and you know why he did it. He didn't want to face us. I'd rather not look people in the eye. It's not like it takes anything out of my day. It's just a walk. It takes something out of their day, and I just don't want to do it. So I'd rather just sit on the phone in my pajamas, and it's easier for me.
Easier, and he doesn't have to handle a follow-up question.
Right? Yeah, absolutely.
And so the PR staff can monitor the call better than they could if you were in the auditorium.
That's true.
Oh, I don't like it. There's a lot of things about how he comports himself with the media, which I don't like. And media means intermediate between the subject and the reader or the listener, between Shanahan and the fan. So when he's acting crummy to the media and he makes it a call, he's shortchanging fans who pay to see.
Right. Now, the ultimate shortchanging was losing the game, losing the home opener. I think they've lost 9 home games in a row now. That was the big slap in the face of the fans. But this was another one. Dude, you lost. You should be on your best behavior. You should invite everyone in and answer every question at length. And it should be a 25-minute interview. That's
Bill
what you
Walsh
should do.
would have. Bill Walsh was actually could be very bitchy after wins. After losses, he would pour out his heart and he would talk and really tell you things. And again, we used this phrase earlier, man up. Well, Kyle Shanahan needs to man up like every other goddamn 49er coach did before him.
That's right. He gives off this air that he's above criticism. I know he admires Bill Belichick and sees himself as that kind of a coach more than his dad. He wants to be the next Bill Belichick. And Belichick has a very specific style of communicating and coaching. And I don't like Belichick's style. But Belichick, it works for him because he's won like 8 championships dating back to his days as a coordinator. Kyle has no championships. And every coach who's tried to carry themselves in that, I don't know, is imperious the word? That Belichick does has failed because they don't really connect with people that well. And no one likes you if you act that way. So I think it's a bad tack to take. Kyle, be yourself. Don't be Bill Belichick.
Or I would say, be a gentleman.
Be a gentleman. Yeah.
Be a gentleman, or be professional.
Ooh,
be
that's
a pro. Part of your job is to be a professional with the media. And what you did yesterday, I lose respect for you.
Yeah, don't avoid the media. That's a weak move. I mean, you're a football coach. This is all about strength and manliness. Like, you just pulled a weak move after a loss. That's not cool.
No, it's like hiding under the desk.
It's like hiding under the desk at a crucial moment. You can do better. Ollie Ware says Kyle is a choke artist. His resume shows it. I'm not sure how this season will end, but it's not looking good. I'm telling you, fans are losing their patience. It's year 5, and they see the same issues every year. With John Lynch, it's the players who get hurt. With Kyle Shanahan, it's his indecisiveness. Devontae Harris got experience in this league. Oh, him? He's coming back? Well, there you go. Have you ever heard of Devontae Harris? He's a cornerback the Niners have. Ross Dwelly was open on that interception. Jimmy locked on Kittle and threw into triple cover. Play him if he's making rookie mistakes at 30. Man. You got to love how unsatisfied Niner fans are. Guys, they're still 2-1. But I like that.
I'm very interested. It's interesting.
This is what happens when you have quality control. Now everyone wants the best out of the Niners. Niner fans just have high standards. 5 championships, 2-1 ain't good enough. Is the days of locker rooms interviews over? Oh yeah, I think so.
Matty Mayoko is worried that they are. I've talked to Matty about it.
Does Kyle want out?
I would say absolutely not.
Okay. Breaking news, Marlon Mack just requested a trade from the Colts. Can we make a move for him, and who should we trade to get him? My dad and I are both against trading for running backs. He'll get hurt. Do you think Eric Bieniemy is like, I would love to be the head coach of the Niners and develop Trey Lance the way he needs to be developed? I think a lot of coaches would like to coach a young top 3 pick like that. Maybe not just him, but yeah, absolutely. That's the thing about the Niners. When they hired Shanahan, they were desperate. Now, if they were to ever want to move on, I think they'd have people interested in the job. Kyle living off his dad's reputation. All he's done is blow 2 Super Bowls by making bad decisions. Ollie's pissed, Dad. A lot of people say I just live off your reputation. That's why I have you on the show once a week.
I don't have any reputation.
You got rep. You got rep, baby. This show went for 1 hour and 20 minutes. The people wanted more Cohn Zone, so we gave it to them this week.
You got any more questions?
I mean, that's it.
Listen, I love the questions. And Iggy said yesterday he and Vish got 70 questions.
We didn't 70 questions.
We
got lots of questions.
Hey, listen, Iggy, if we're done, I'm going to go in my office and call you.
Hold on. We're not. Tom Foolery says Lowell is this show. Oh,
Thank you, Tom.
Keldon says the Shanahan soured on the media after the RG3 debacle. I live in that area. It was a train wreck. Okay.
Listen, I wasn't covering that.
Yeah.
We had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I didn't do that. All right, Dad, let's wrap it up. I'm going to be back in 35 minutes with Jack Hammer. So don't go anywhere, everyone. I'll be back. But for
Jack
now,
Hammer is phenomenal.
he's phenomenal. We don't have the coaches film yet, so that'll have to wait until a little later in the week. But we're going to talk Niner football in 35 minutes. You both have that Cohn clout. Thank you, King Boss. Cohn clout.
Hey, Iggy, I love you.
Love you too, Dad.
Thanks, everybody. This was very enjoyable. I will call you in a minute, Iggy.
All right, Dad. Talk to you in a minute.